Right, I'm back now instead of earlier, because I was back earlier, but now I'm not. I'm back now because I was just making a video about how I got interrupted on my other video, and I got interrupted again. My phone ringing twice in one evening is fucking unheard of. Fucking unheard of. But I was saying in that video how it was either irony or done on purpose by people. But I shared my last video on Facebook where I'd said about I never like to come across like I'm whinging and no one listens to me, but it's like it's because I'm so passionate about it, and that passion is like I've said the percentage of subscribers to how many messages I've had. It's like it's nearly half of you have messaged me personally or on the channel and said some fucking beautiful things to me. And that has made me really fucking want to do it. And it was massively helpful anyway. And then it uploaded quite quick and I posted it. And then like about 10 minutes after I posted it, there was a like and a love. And I just thought, have they watched that right to the end and seen that bit and then done that? And if you did, mwah, thank you. Or it was just one of those ironical things that's like when you talk about that, it never bloody happens and then it fucking happens. Or like when you take the cat to the vet, it says when he breathes and he's fine. It's one of those. But I was sort of continuing on. What's been good is I ended up having a makeup race with a girl on Messenger. Great fun. I didn't realise it was a race. She ran out of the room and I thought she was going to get her makeup. So I just started setting my camera up and getting my bits together. I've gone back and she'd done her makeup really badly. She did a turbo job and it was really smudgy. I did mine in like 7 minutes. Normally it takes me about 45 to get it looking like this, and I have loads of wipes, and it just all went on really neatly. I'm pretty fucking chuffed with that for about 7 or 8 minutes. Not what I can do. So that is one of the things I have been talking about as a therapy. I'm not just chatting about my evening. Right? Just that face of someone to relate to. And you know what else? She was being playful with me at one point. She was winding me up. She was telling me she was in Africa. And she wasn't. And logic was saying, no, she's not. But she was sticking to it. She's going, I am. And she was getting me to guess the islands. She was starting to test me on geography. And it was just starting ever so slightly to tap away at me. Like, is she or isn't she? And I ended up saying, like I've said, I'm going to start saying to people, I'm just going to be blunt. And I wasn't blunt horrible, but I just said, look, like if you're winding me up, like I'm sorry, can you please not do that? Because that's the sort. It's just that wind up where it's a different reality. And you know what? She just went, oh my god, sorry. No, of course not. And she kept saying sorry, and I was like, no, please, you don't have anything to say sorry for. And I was almost imploring her not to be, because it was that situation I've been in so many times before, where the other person just gets so hugely fucking upset with me, and thinks that I'm being a manipulative so-and-so, and thinks that it's part of the game. I think that's what they do. They think that I'm playing the game in a different way. Mate, I have enough trouble articulating what it is that I want to fucking say and have you lot interpret it as what I fucking said. The very notion that I could actually mean yet another thing and be able to double code that into what I say is ludicrous to me. I never say what I mean. And a lot of times I say things and people say, oh, you mean such and such. Oh, you're saying that. No, I'm saying that. It happened. Oh, yeah, but that means this. But it fucking doesn't. It means this. Like a spade is a spade. I do call a spade a spade. I'm eating a bounty. Nah, yeah, but that means that you hate people who don't make bounties. Or something ludicrous like that. That's the way the world seems to fucking interpret me a lot of the time. So, no. I wouldn't be a minute, but you know what? It was the way that she backed down, but not as if it was a competition she was letting me win. I said thank you for not feeling good, and she went, no, I don't. And she said it plain, because she didn't fucking need to. So I absolutely know that you were joking. And all I'm saying, literally, is I know you're being playful, but it's starting to just get me a little bub. And she instantly went, cool. And I said, no, you wouldn't do it, would you? She went, no. Well, how was that so utterly fucking easy? How was that so fucking utterly fucking easy? I was baffled. Like I've said with my favourite human. When I big her up for her levels of compassion and she's just totally baffled, like, what have I done? Nothing. I haven't done anything. It's just that, and that. Yeah, but I don't know. When you're me, and the world this often comes back at you as a different fucking resonance to what you put out there. When that sort of stuff happens, see, that! That's how simple it is. That's how simple it is. All too often, I think that would be the thing where people think they've said something offensive or not PC or they've not been considerate to my condition or bloody blah. And it's like, oh my God, get off your high horse. It's simple. When you do that, it gets me fucking confused and it sets my symptoms off. Oh shit, I didn't realise. No, I know you didn't. But can I just bring it to your attention? Of course you can. Sorry, I didn't mean it. I know you didn't mean it. We're all good. It's fine. Can you just, like, not do it? No problem. Why is that difficult? I'd do it. I do it. So it was lovely. It's another thing to be grateful for. Did you know when you get those itches right in your ear, it's always eczema? Always. You can probably put a bit of hydrocortisone in your ear and it'd be alright. But I wouldn't advise it. I said I wouldn't advise it. But all very well and good. Therapy from another lost soul who I can relate to a lot. She can relate to me a lot. We've got different situations, but we've got similar experiences. But the original point with the video was, what about when you are still on your own? That's lovely if it's available, and that's why I've been saying in a lot of my videos and a couple of times on Facebook, so if you've got your partner there, oh my God, hug them tight, because you don't know how fucking lucky you are in this. Just have someone to watch telly with and have a cuddle with and fucking chat with. That sort of shit. It is mind-bogglingly fucking horrible when you're alone already and it's just like that extra kind of bit of being cut off. And yeah. So I was saying, you know, I've been kind of not dreading it, but thinking, you know, having an awareness of the fact that that is a reality for me. It's a reality for me. And of course, the answer from society would be, just think positive, don't think negative. And it's like, yeah, but that's a process. And it begins with what you call thinking negatively. It begins with the acknowledgement of it, the awareness of it, freeing myself from any blame, freeing myself from any, like, responsibility to be involved in getting myself well and challenging all of this shit, yeah. But not responsible because it's fucking happening. Fucking not. That's where everyone's focus is on, and that's supposed to get you well. And it's blanket wide, and it's not always a fucking applicable. And it's sometimes, or a lot of the time, so much easier to say. And this isn't just me talking, you know. Like I say, I've got experience of working in mental health. One of the ladies I used to work with, formidable lady. We didn't always get on, and that was what she liked about me. That's what she liked about me. She said, "You're the only one who's got the balls to argue with me properly." And I certainly did. I used to give her what for, and she would fucking give me what for. But we were quite a formidable team. We were almost like, in so many ways, a male and female version of each other, because like all the female clients, the fucking alpha females, the tough fuckers, hated the shit out of her and then loved her by the end of it. And just I can't believe I want to give you a hug. And I used to get it from quite a lot of the blokes. Fucking hated you when I got here. I go, no. Because, you know, I just pushed their buttons, whatever. But it was her that said to me, any human being, given the same set of circumstances and the same opportunities of things to reach for, will reach for the first and easiest available effective one. Whether that becomes an addictive behaviour or controlling behaviour or manipulative behaviour or any of the things associated with having your mind controlled, dominated by another and trying to break free of it, that sort of shit. And that's what I'm not fucking responsible for. And I don't need to fucking think about them. I need to think about the residue of what's left. I need to stop living with the pain of it. I've done all the forgiving that I need to. I'm not blaming them. I'm still utterly appalled at how it all happened, and I'm reeling from it. But I know there's no direct link anymore between what happened and what I'm like now. So I need to learn to live with it, like I keep saying. I learn to live with it, and part of that is just accepting it. So it's like, okay, so I'll get bleak. So what are you going to do then? What are you going to do? And I can make these videos. I can make my weight training videos. I'm starting to quite like those. Really? Well, I would have never. Never. And then what did you do? You haven't eaten it all. Go and fucking eat it all, and then you can come and meow for some more. Bless you. Anyway, time's getting on. Yeah. So, like, basically, one of the techniques I'm using is pretty much, it's by a guy called Dale Carnegie. And it's Accept the Worst. And he wrote the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. And he also wrote a book called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And it's really simple. It's written in the 30s. It's a little bit patriarchal and whatever. But look past all that shit. Boil the crap out of it. Look past all that. It's actually a very, I suppose you'd call it traditionally male, to the point or whatever, but not in a very uncompassionate way, just in a very simple way. And accepting the worst is, okay, so you're worried that's going to happen. What would you do? Probably wouldn't advise it for the virus, because the worst thing you can think about for the virus is probably quite phenomenal. But I'm using the technique in this way. What is the worst thing that could happen? Well, when I get ill, I end up locked up in here with my knees knocking together and too scared to go out. But the thing is, you lot are all locked up as well. There's often an element of missing out on life and whatever, but it did stick in my head what Blue Pity said. It's about learning to live with what's an unpleasant feeling. It's about learning to cope with it. It's about learning to go to work with a headache. It's just on a much more complex scale than that, because believe me, I'm not working and I'd still feel daily fucking horrible about that, but I was always a fucking hard worker. I was always doing 70 to 80 hours a week for all of my 20s and the first part of my 30s, and then when I started work again when I was like 35, 35 I think, and I was smashing out the hours at that place. It was right up until uni. In uni I started doing less hours at uni, but I was still doing voluntary work and all sorts of shit. So I always was a very busy person, and I'm not at the moment. I'm not. What was my original point at the end of that? About not working? Oh, I don't fucking know. I don't think it matters. What I need to do is just, I think, about reconstructing myself. All that sort of stuff can't happen. So I don't feel guilty in a way. I don't feel bad because I have to be fucking sitting here. When I'm sitting here at other times, I'm thinking, there's that trepidation about it, and think just, am I really what everyone thinks I am? Am I just this? Am I just, you know what I mean? There's all that doubt, all that sort of shit. And what things I should be doing instead. Well, it's like, take away what I should be doing instead, because what I should be doing instead is doing what everyone else is doing, which is staying at home. And that's what happens when I'm ill anyway. So is it that bad? Especially if I've got, like my friend earlier, if I start to reach out in more of those ways, I might end up coming out of this a lot more mentally well than I was. And that has stemmed from a rationally minded approach to the fact that, hang on a minute, I'm mentally unwell. I need to legislate for that, because I know what will happen if I don't. That's the sort of thing that would come from being stuck in negative thinking, living on the label. Just because a doctor's diagnosed you, it doesn't mean everything. La 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 la. Apparently, I know everything about your mental health, and I'm going to place my hands repeatedly in front of you, say things like this, like, or really fucking already know, and neither of us are actually considering that I've only known you for about a year. That sort of shit. That sort of shit. It's more like, no, please stop reinterpreting my mindset. Because if you get my mindset, then you'll be happy when I'm happy, and you'll see the thing when I'm lowering my standards. I'm not lowering my standards. I'm accepting what has been so shit that I'm now doing better. I'm not going to break 16 minutes. But I might make another episode.